Volkanovski, they got weight classes in wrestling for a reason. This is a weight class up. How do you know what I mean? Why do we create weight classes in wrestling and then in fighting it doesn't matter?
Because you can punch him in the face and knock him out. That's probably why. Look, yeah, you're right. Obviously, it is a challenge. It is me stepping up. That's why I'm the underdog and all that type of stuff. But you've seen it being done before, and obviously there's people out there that can use their skill, work a game plan, prepare, and all that type of stuff, and have the right tools for the right job. And I've got all them things going into this one.
One of the things I love about your style is how you're the shorter fighter, and you always find a way to jab your way above everybody. And you're not supposed to be able to do that. So what is it about your style and facing this tall man that you're going to be able to do what you've done? Like, how do you look like the taller fighter when you're the shorter fighter as you fight?
I mean, you can't give too much away, I guess. But I mean, you could just watch my work. Obviously, that movement, that distance control, and obviously the way I create that distance, how I get in, and it's not just getting in. Obviously, it's confusing them, not letting them know when you're coming in, getting them off beat, off rhythm, in between steps, you name it, all that type of stuff. Keep them guessing, keep them puzzled, punch them in the face.
G'day Volk, it's great to see you on weight, already rehydrating. Tell me mate, does it add to the confidence knowing that you had a nice cruisy weight cut into the fight, and Islam had by all means a harder weight cut? You know, he came out, had to strip off everything down to his birthday suit. Does it add to any confidence moving forward towards the fight on Sunday?
Look man, like I want him healthy, so it's all right. But you're right, having a big weight cut like that, obviously it's fact that it can get you chinny. It can work on your cardio and all that. He hasn't had to worry about that too much in his last few fights, but I'm planning on us going to war for, if we don't catch each other early, I'm planning on it being a war, and let's see who can last better, who can do better in them later rounds. I know I'll be fine. Obviously, I'll be fresh from the weight cut. We both trained very hard. But that weight cut might play a factor in then later rounds.
Is that one of the trump cards you have up your sleeve in a way? Is that and you have full faith in your cardio moving towards those later rounds, and Islam being the heavier guy with the heavier cut, shooting those takedowns, you were going to be stuffing them. Is that one of the confidence cards that you're playing in the fourth or fifth rounds where fatigue really starts to set in?
Yeah, man, of course. Like, obviously, I'm sure he's got a style, and he can shoot for days. That grappling style, he can do that forever. But when they're getting up and puzzling you on the feet, and then you're getting puzzled because you can't figure out why you can't hold him down, little things like that. Just obviously especially when it looks like he's maybe thinking this might be a bit easier than it's gonna be. That's gonna start to bring the stress levels up. You're going to start getting frustrated. You're going to start panicking a little bit. You're going to start making different decisions. And I'm going to make you pay for them decisions. That's going to obviously make things a lot harder. You know what I mean? Again, if things go rough for me early, or if I'm getting adversity, I've been there a million times. I put myself in there time and time again, and I know I'll deal with it. And I'm ready for it. I'm prepared for it. I've got in my head that this is going to be a tough fight. I don't know how he's taking this fight, but if he thinks it's going to be easy, I guarantee you he'll be struggling.
So of course, Volk, you say it's going to be a tough fight, and it's going to be a tough fight for both men. Islam has been able to take everybody down and hold everybody down. What makes you the person that will not happen to? What makes you the one to break the mold, get back to the feet, and implement your game plan?
I think I talked to you earlier this year. I don't want to give too much away. I like this narrative of him being invincible and everyone he touches can't get back up, but that's not true. We've seen people get back up. He is very good at his craft, but again, I'll play with that narrative. He is the bigger guy. He is a very strong dude. He is the favourite. I am the underdog. I am moving up, so that just makes my victory even bigger. But man, I'll just leave it at that, because again, that's what people want to push. That just makes my victory even bigger. So I'm happy to just leave it at that.
Without question, you get to come in Jason versus Goliath, I think. Is it Jason and Goliath?
Maybe David.
Jason bloody Goliath, whatever.
Jason
David, all rhymes,
that's
whatever.
It, brother.
You're burning in hell, no big deal.
You know what I meant. Listen, But this is a massive fight.
Jason Statham and Goliath.
Massive fight in Australia, right? It's like a golden age of Australian fighters right now. Of course, there's people before you, but people like Rob Whittaker, Taito Avasa. There hasn't been an event here for years. You've just been locked down like crazy. How good does this feel to be at the top of the card in one of the most significantly important fights in the history of the sport? I mean, come on, how good does this feel? And a lot of young new talent on the card as well.
Yeah, man, it feels good. It feels that. Very good. Mate, as we were just saying before, the open workouts and the press conference, I didn't expect it to be a turnout like it was. The crowd were going nuts. Yeah, it was beyond what I expected. So very, very happy to be back here in Australia. And yeah, a fight of this magnitude. To be here, to not only defend that number 1 pound for pound, get that lightweight title as well. Again, it's going to be a challenge, but it's going to be a massive victory, a massive moment, not only for myself, but for Australia and the sporting history here in Australia.
Alex, we're all here for this fight. Absolutely incredible stuff. Number 1 versus number 2. You can go get some of that gold-wrapped food that you've been indulging in all week. Thanks for coming and stopping by.
Will do.
All the very best.
Thank you.
Skill for tomorrow.